Hey everyone, welcome back to the range. My name is Matt, and mosquitoes are out and already biting me. I've got an ammunition test for you all in store today. One of our favorite flavors, 223 Remington, 5.56 NATO. This box of ammunition hails from Tactical SHIT. The details on their webpage were a little confusing. They said the ammunition is from General Dynamics, which is, I think, the large ammunition manufacturer out of Canada, but it's actually from Stac-Tactical out of Canada. I do believe that there are some mixed reviews of their loading online. It says that they're 5.56 cases, but the head stamp's marked 223, so I'm not quite sure where we're going to fall velocity-wise. We have a pretty healthy powder charge based on our macros. As always, for our 5.56 testing, we have a plethora of barrel lengths to go from: a 7.5 inch, 10.5 inch, 14.5 inch, 16, 20, and 22. At the end of all of our velocity testing, we try to do a practical accuracy testing so we can give you this nice little wrapped present of information about this particular ammunition, so that if you guys see some of this for sale and the website is confusing, that's what I'm here for, to give you guys that information so you can make better buying decisions. Up first, we'll start with our 7.5 inch barrel. This is my Palmetto State Armory pistol build. Got the X2 Dev Group charging handle, jackal on there, and their muzzle device, the flash hider, muzzle brake, sound projector, whatever you want to call it. Pretty interesting design there. A little less loud to my ears than the Yankee Hill 3-port that I had on this little tiny 7.5 inch. Quite a bit of muzzle flash. Getting really good velocities off this. I'm kind of confused at what actually it is. You know, like I said in the opening, they said it's in 5.56 cases, but the head stamp's marked 223. And it's actually not from General Dynamics. Anything I can tell, it's from the, Stac-Tactical, which is a, smaller firm in Canada. So I have no idea. And now on to our 10.5 inch upper, another Palmetto State Armory build. Got the 3X Cyclops on here from Primary Arms. I really love this reticle. Hopefully you guys don't get tired of me saying that. I got it on our SBR lower. Got the AIM single stage trigger there, Battle Arms safety selectors, Radion ambidextrous charging handle, Yankee Hill 3-port QD muzzle brake. Really turned out to be a nice day. It's warm, but the sun has been obscured by the clouds, so I'm not dying of extra heat out here. All right, now if this is a 5.56 loading, this is where we should see a good jump in velocity. We tested our Winchester M193 on the same day and saw quite a bit of velocity increase going from a 10.5 inch to what you see here is our 14.5 inch. This is a upper from Pro to a Tactical. In full transparency, I contacted them to pick up a 14.5 inch upper as well as a 9x39. So far during our testing today, I note that the ejection pattern on this upper, even with a carbine buffer, is around on the 2 to 3 o'clock position. So see what we get with what I think is full power ammunition, or pretty close to it. I may have to open up the gas port a little bit. Pretty good jump in velocity there. Not quite M193 specs from that Winchester stuff, but almost 3,000 feet per second. We are still getting like I said, what I would consider weak ejection based on all the other uppers that I've ran, and apparently I've poked a hole in my bag again. I got the little beads all over here. And now our 16-inch upper. You'll note that this is different. I had been running our Stag Model 1L for quite some time, but I picked up another Palmetto State Armory build that was, I think, darn dirt cheap the other week on sale. This is a 16-inch 1-in-7 twist barrel, has the mid-length gas system on it, so it is a little bit longer. Have it on our OK Karen lower here, our Mission First tactical buttstock and pistol grip. Battle Arms ambidextrous safety selectors and our X2 Dev Group huge Jackal charging handle and their muzzle device. Primary Arms 1X. Enough talking, get to shooting. And now our 20-inch, this is another Palmetto State Armory upper, has the FN Premium double chrome lined 1-in-7 twist barrel in their Chinesium Stag ambidextrous charging handle. Oh, didn't get locked back on that last round. Still got pretty respectable velocity though. I saw a couple over 3,100 feet per second. The M193 specification velocity-wise, there's a lot of different specifications that make up that round, not velocity alone, but annealing and accuracy potential. But usually I always focus on velocity. It's 3,167 feet per second, plus or minus 40 at 78 feet. So we should see thereabouts that at our 12 feet chronograph distance. And finally, our 22-inch barrel. This is our TC Compass in our Oryx chassis. Got a Burris full field 2 scope up top, 3x9. Yankee Hill 3-port QD muzzle brake, so I can throw my Turbo 5.56 on this gun when we need a little more juice. Will we break 3,200 feet per second? Hey. Showering myself with brass. Here is our 223 from Tactical SHIT at 100 yards. TC Compass with a new 16 power primary arms first focal plane scope, about 80 degrees outside today. Same day that we're shooting the other 5.56 and 223 that have been testing. Our first group, 2.982 inches, about par for the course. This second group was better at 2.530 inches. I think I'm going to throw the suppressor on the TC Compass because for whatever reason, that particular barrel and the harmonics and all the physics behind it seem to give us a little bit of a tighter group. So we'll try for a third and fourth group and see how we do. Well, you all, I think I'm going to keep doing groups with our TC Compass with the suppressor on. This is our third and fourth group with our Stac-Tac Canadian 223, 5.56, whatever you want to call it. 1.560 inches. This is with a Turbo 5.56 and 1.997 inches. Definitely tightened those groups up, and I'm shooting fairly quick. You know, I'm not just blasting away, but I'm not taking, 10 minutes between each shot. So again, always your mileage may vary, but I'm impressed with that for just what I would consider a plinking load. Well, everyone, I would say our Canadian 55 grain full metal jacket load is a solid plinking target load. It had the second best velocity figures of the 4 different types of ammunition in the 55 grain full metal jacket range that I tested. The Winchester M193 being the hottest, then our Canadian, then our AAC, and then a Callaway Ballistics load was the slowest of those. This one had very acceptable accuracy. What we found, again, with our testing, is there is a point that you crank the velocity up to a point where you got really good velocity, but then our accuracy starts to degrade. So this one had a good mix of them all. And that's all I have for you folks. At the end of my videos, I take a moment to thank all those who help make these possible. Number one is my Patreon and Subscribe Star fans. I've got a link tree in the description below for various ways to support me and or contact me. My wife is making faces at me behind the camera. And of course, number two is you all for watching. Until next time, I'll catch you at the range.